This is my race car. It's a 1990 CRX Turbo. Recently I put a big wing on it. A while ago I put a big turbo in it. And today we need to put a front splitter to match that downforce from the rear wing. This is a DevSport splitter. It's made for a CRX. We already have PCI splitter brackets, quick release. I have a separate video about that. Today, we gotta figure out how to mount this to these brackets and get it on the car and see how cool we look. I mean, how much more downforce we generate. This is the other half of the PCI bracket that attaches where the cross member would be, but we have the innovative traction bar. We had to, we adjusted, you can lower this by moving this bolt up and down, which is needed because this has to clear the bottom of the traction bar. We're gonna have to cut out part of the splitter for the downpipe here. DevSport is a small company, but this is made in America from aluminate, which is an aluminum composite material. So this is like sandwiched aluminum in like some sort of plastic and aluminum. It's makes it light and strong and perfect for this application. All right, so Tony's finding the center. So after lining this up under the car, finding the center line between this and the car, this is what we need to notch out for the downpipe and the wastegate dump tube, which we're gonna cut with this thing. We've marked our holes and we've clamped the bracket, and now we're gonna drill. That was harder than I expected it to be. So we have the PCI brackets, we have our notch for the downpipe and wastegate. The splitter is now mounted, and if I pull out the pins, it can slide out. About that much in the front. This lip, which was already on here, has been on here for years, was not really intended for this, but it works. Except from here, we have this gap. So this has to come down because there's a screw right here in the wheel well. So if we move that down, we should be able to find a spot where this sits flush. So I pull these pins out of each side, which I can reach through the wheel well. And off it goes. And now that I'm confident, I'm not going to be taking this off and putting it on the workbench over and over. I took off all the plastic and it looks pretty nice. Now I have this issue, so I'm going to put a little L bracket here that is not screwed into this. It's going to be screwed into the splitter, and then it will just inherently hold it without being attached. I don't have that now. I'll do that on both sides. And then I have this tiny gap here. So I'm going to put door weather stripping in there, because if you don't seal this, it doesn't actually do its job. And then this edge is pretty clean. I did order the optional splitter edge trim that I'm going to put on there, because I just know that if I ever scrape this, it's going to look like absolute trash, and I want to avoid that from happening. One note about DevSport, these are made to order here in the United States. I have no affiliation with DevSport. I paid full price, my own money for this. It did take, I want to say 3 weeks from when I ordered to ship this, and then this this little edge trim actually took longer, because I guess they're out of stock or some supplier issue, I don't know. But it all came in great condition. I'm really happy with it. It's somewhat intuitive how a rear wing makes down pressure. But it's not always just the way you're thinking of, like, oh, air going this way pushes this down. But it's actually the shape, like a wing, that creates low pressure on the top. High pressure on the top and low pressure on the bottom that pushes down. So how does a front splitter make downforce? Because it's flat. So by being flat along the bottom, air can move really fast. And then here, air gets slow because it's impeded by the front of your car going through your intercooler, radiator, and everything else. Bernoulli's principle tells us that fast-moving air creates low pressure when compared to slow-moving air next to it. That's the same principle that we use that sucks hot air out of the top of this, because fast-moving air goes here, creating low pressure, and then we have high pressure inside, so the air wants to escape out. So the same way, we create low pressure under the car, and then Bernoulli's principle sucks the car down to the ground, creating downforce. Downforce gives us grip. Okay, I added tape everywhere. Why did I do that? Aesthetically, it's lined up great, but aerodynamically, there is a tiny gap here, which is not acceptable. To get the best performance out of this, we want no air to be able to pass through there. It should hit here, go up into intercooler radiator. To solve that, I put this tape so I can take this off, and then we're going to put this door weather seal, self-adhesive. I have a couple different sizes to seal that gap. All right, so the masking tape was just there so I would know where the edge of the slip was, so I would know where to put this foam. And I'm going to put another piece where this might rattle against the traction bar. Now the foam is filling that gap. Oh, it's a little sticking out here. A little adjustment needs to be done, but it should be airtight. At least like wind tight. Well, the foam, I don't like that you can see the foam. I just washed it. So I might have to take off the foam and put it in a little bit more, but you get the idea. And that is it. Thanks for watching. I did get to try this almost immediately on a wet autocross, so it was nice.